personnel from 2-7 are to report immediately to your company area. Get some, Marines! Get some!
In the beginning, you love to watch the big screen. You barely noticed what it was doing to your head. Then, you let the small screen move into your home. You knew it wasn't good for you, but you couldn't stop watching. Now, the screen sits in your lap.
No.
It fits in the palm of your hand. And it's watching you. In 1942, 60% of Americans went to the pictures every week. So when it came to selling a world war to a reluctant public, the United States Office of War Information worked through Hollywood.
Well, won't you sit down?
Richard, I had to see you.
Where's Richard again? We're back in Paris.
Please. Well, I know how you feel about me, but I'm asking you to put your feelings aside for something more important.
Do I have to hear again what a great man your husband is, what an important cause he's fighting for?
It was your cause, too. In your own way, you were fighting for the same thing.
I'm not fighting for anything anymore except myself. I'm the only cause I'm interested in.
Understanding that propaganda is most effective when the audience is unaware of it, they hid the message inside this glossy romantic melodrama.
The day you left Paris, if you knew what I went through, if you knew how much I loved you, how much I still love you.
Rick, the saloon owner who sticks his neck out for nobody, taught Americans to sacrifice their individual desires for the greater good.
Are you ready, Ilsa?
Yes, I'm ready. Bye, Rick. God bless you.
Better hurry, you'll miss that plane.
While a movie's engaging your emotions, you don't notice what it's smuggling into your head. The next battle would be fought on the screen. The Cold War was a fight between ideologies, not armies. The disputed territory was the viewer's mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, young and old, this may seem an unusual procedure, speaking to you before the picture begins. But we have an unusual subject, the story of the birth of freedom. The theme of this picture is whether men are to be ruled by God's law or whether they are to be ruled by the whims of a dictator like Ramesses. Are men the property of the state, or are they free souls under God? This same battle continues throughout the world today.
Whoever controlled the movies,
thank you for your attention,
could control the thoughts of audiences around the world.
Attention, comrades. Take your places for the 2-minute hail.
The Central Intelligence Agency secretly funded film production, disseminating anti-communist propaganda that looked like entertainment.
Brothers, we're at war with the people of Eurasia.
To conceal its hand, the CIA produced films like this one outside the United States.
While our gallant forces are engaged in a life-and-death struggle, we face on the home front an enemy who is far more dangerous. One of our own people. This is the man, the leader of the underground, who betrayed our glorious revolution and would betray Big Brother. He says the Eurasians are good, kind people. They do not want war. They want peace. He actually begs you to make peace with your brothers of Eurasia.
Hate! 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 Hate!
This scene was pointing at Stalin's brainwashing of the Soviet people. But it might just as well show what this film was trying to do to its own audience. Meanwhile, American communists and their fellow travellers were busy trying to sneak leftist ideology into Hollywood movies.
Please, enter. All are welcome.
This movie star has wandered off the set of a Sword and Sandals epic and stumbled into a meeting of a cabal of communist screenwriters.
Quiet, Engels.
So, man is split.
Well, man's functions are split. There's the little guy, the regular Joe who works for a living. He's the body politic. Then there's the brain, the boss, the owner. The boss is not the brain.
Oh, no, the boss is parasite.
Well, it's true that the boss doesn't work, but he has a function. He controls the means of production.
Our understanding of the true workings of history give us access to the levels of power. Your studio, for instance, is a pure instrument of capitalism. As such, it expresses the contradictions of capitalism and can be enlisted to finance its own destruction.
Which is exciting. It can be made to help the little guy, the regular Joe.
The body politic.
Shut up.
Even though its purpose is to exploit the little guy.
I better get back. The studio's gotta be going nuts. Can we cut it off now and pick it up right here at the next study session?
Left-wing productions were called social problem films because they tended to depict the struggles of ordinary Americans and confronted live issues like racism, inequality, and injustice.
You see the symbolism of it? Capital and labor destroy each other. It teaches a lesson, a moral lesson. It has social significance.
Who wants to see that kind of stuff? It gives me the creeps.
Tell them how long it played in the music hall.
It was held over a 5th week.
Who goes to the music hall? Communists.
Communists? This picture's an answer to communists. It shows we're awake and not dunking our heads in the sand like a bunch of ostriches. I want this picture to be a commentary on modern conditions, stark realism, the problems that confront the average man.
But with a little sex.
A little, but I don't want to stress it. I want this picture to be a document. I want to hold a mirror up to life. I want this to be a picture of dignity, a true canvas of the suffering of humanity.
But with a little sex.
With a little sex in it.
FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover warned that Hollywood had fallen into the grip of a gigantic worldwide conspiracy of control which has its origin and direction in the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. Insidious propaganda was invading the movie theatre and imperiling the American way of life. The Bureau launched a massive secret investigation into the Red Plot to infiltrate the film industry. To fight the invasion of alien ideology. Hollywood cold warriors like the studio boss Walt Disney, director Cecil B. DeMille, movie star John Wayne, and the screenwriter Ayn Rand founded the Motion Picture Association for the Preservation of American Ideals.
Help! 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 Wait! Stop and listen to me! Listen to me!
The MPA published a manual for patriotic producers, instructing them to guard against coded anti-capitalist messages in seemingly innocent scripts.
Listen to me! We're in danger!
Few people would take communism straight, the MPA explained.
Go on, you drunk! Get out of the street! Get out of here! Go on!
But a constant stream of hints, lines, touches and suggestions battering the public from the screen will act like the drops of water that split a rock. The rock they're trying to split is Americanism.
Are you crazy, you big idiot? You fools! You're in danger! Can't you see? They're after you! They're after all of us! Our wives, our children, everyone! They're here already! You're next! You're next! You're next! You're next!
Using evidence secretly collected by the FBI and friendly witnesses supplied by the MPA, the House Committee on Un-American Activities flushed out suspected Hollywood radicals and subjected them to public interrogation.
Are you now, or have you ever been, a member of the Communist Party?
I stand on my constitutional rights under the Fifth Amendment and refuse to answer the question on the grounds that I might incriminate myself.
11 months. 11 frustrating months we rang doorbells and shuffled through 1 million feet of dull documents and proved to any intelligent person that these people were communists, agents of the Kremlin.
In its campaign to root out dangerous subversives, the House Committee swept up anyone in town with liberal views and lent on them to name names. In this atmosphere of intimidation and paranoia, witnesses gave up their friends and colleagues to save themselves. For those facing down the witch hunt, Hollywood was suddenly a very lonely place.
For this you shall drink bitter waters. God has set before you this day his laws of life and good and death and evil. Those who will not live by the law shall die by the law.
Those who refused to cooperate were thrown in jail for contempt of Congress. 300 workers were blacklisted. Many never worked in the movie business again. Hollywood studios and unions even made their members swear a loyalty oath. The campaign to purge the screen was wildly successful. Soon, social problems in the United States were out of bounds for filmmakers. Instead, the FBI reported, the trend in Hollywood is toward pure entertainment.
Successful mission?
Yeah.
With no more fear of propaganda or brainwashing, it was safe to go to the movies again.